Hey, how you doing? I'm Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books, member of ComicsGate. This is another one of my famous secrets of the ComicsGate network videos. And this video is to specifically remind creators international shipping is expensive. If you've done campaigns on Indiegogo before, you know that shipping internationally is expensive. If you haven't, you've probably heard that it's expensive, but figured like, well, yeah, it's expensive, but I'm going to charge such and such for the book, so I'll work it out. I just want to make sure everyone understands exactly how expensive international shipping is because it really has affected negatively a lot of campaigns in the past. You don't want that to be one of your campaigns. First things first, make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell for notifications so you know every time I do a video, it will be fantastic. And also be sure to leave comments below. So again, what's the point of this video? The point of this video is to really make sure you understand how expensive international shipping can be. As someone who buys these comics and backs these comics, because we have all sorts of people that listen to the video series Secrets of the ComicsGate Network, I'm sure you've seen that shipping is expensive to get projects to you, and it's important that we would always remember the customer comes first. Customer's number one. We have to make sure the customer is being taken care of. But let's talk about exactly how expensive is it. So just to give you an idea, to put a copy of a comic book in a box and package it properly and ship it from the United States in a well-protected cardboard box or a Gemini mailer to the United Kingdom costs $23.04. $23.04 in US currency. It's a lot of money and it's expensive. But it does get there, and that it is what it is. It just costs money to ship. That doesn't cover the cost of packaging or labor to put it in a box if you have to hire someone to help, or anything else like that. Or mistakes. If somebody gives you a bad address and then it comes back and then you have to remail it out again. So it's expensive. And also to keep it perspective, 2 comic books in the same box also costs actually the same $23.04. So that doesn't mean you should always be putting 2 comics in one box. It just means it's very expensive, relatively speaking, to ship the first comic. To ship 3 or 4, it does start to add a few dollars on, but even to ship like 4 comics or 5 comics might only be $30 US. But to ship 1 or 2, it's going to be $23.04. Other countries outside the United States are not necessarily much cheaper to mail things to. Canada is probably the cheapest, but Mexico is not bad either. But once you start going overseas, or you start shipping to South America, it starts to get expensive quickly. I was sending a couple of books to Singapore, $38. I mean, it is what it is. It gets expensive fast. It's just important to understand that when you're looking at doing a project and you're figuring out your expenses and you're working out your budgets, whether you charge whatever you charge for international shipping to backers, whatever backers are required to pay to get the product, it's going to cost what it's going to cost, and it's probably not going to be less than that. So you've got to expect it's going to actually cost probably $25, including the box, to ship a comic book internationally. To ship 2 is probably going to cost the same $25. Now, what most creators do is they charge $15 or sometimes even $20 for international shipping. I have seen people charge a full $25 on a project. It's very hard for backers to have to pay that much money in shipping. It is what it costs to ship when you're shipping an individual package overseas like that, but it does make it expensive. So if you're charging $20 or $25 or $30 for a book and then another $25 for shipping, it gets to be very expensive for a backer to support it. Backers will still support it. Just look at some of the most successful projects you've seen or projects that look like they'd be similar to your project and get an idea of what those other people are charging and take a look. But if you see somebody charging, in almost all cases, if you see somebody charging $15 or $10 for shipping, even 20 shipping internationally, they are absorbing some of that cost in almost every case. All right. Another note to this is be extremely careful if you're going to do a campaign and you're going to do add-on items, extra books, a stretch goal that might include a poster, or bookmarks and trading cards weigh very little, but just be careful about how whatever you add is going to affect the weight of your shipping package. Because while it costs $23.04 to ship one comic or two comics, for example, to the UK, if you add an item that costs an extra few too many ounces, you got to take sample packages to the post office to figure out what your actual shipping is going to be. Or if you do what one of my friends did, who's offering a great looking project that's a hardcover book, he upgraded from soft cover to hardcover. That hardcover, it could throw him into the next shipping category when he's shipping his book. Meaning, instead of $23, it might be $30 for him to ship one book, and then two books. Would not be the same $30. It would be more. So it's very important to take samples of your items and your packaging. Go to the local post office, go there twice just to make sure you're not dealing with somebody crazy, and get exactly what the cost is going to be when you're shipping. All right, there are some potential solutions to less expensive international shipping. I'm not going to get into those here because I don't really have solutions I can recommend and guarantee you. But the best thing you can do right now is just be aware that it's going to cost you $23 to $25 to send one comic packaged properly to a foreign country when you're fulfilling an order, and just work those calculations into your numbers. My recommendation on what to charge for international shipping would be, I guess I would recommend $20. So you're absorbing 80% of the $25, but just understand, even absorbing that $5, you're still going to lose a little bit of money, and you're going to lose backers because it's very expensive. All right, just something for you to keep in mind. Make sure you're subscribed to this amazing channel. I will have more information, more solutions. So subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Put comments in the below if you've seen any solutions that you like for international shipping, if you have any experiences that are different, or any happy stories to tell about international shipping, or any horror stories to tell about international shipping. And I will love to see that, and I will see you again soon with another video, and if I don't see you, I will miss you.